I did a pretty poor job filming for the first few days on our trip in Paris, and to try to fix and work with that footage, I'm gonna have to voice over and explain quite a bit, making it less of a vlog, more of a, I don't know, memoir, look back. I'm not sure. To make it even more complicated, the reason why I'm doing this here and not in France is the Wi-Fi at our Airbnb was so horrendous that it took 7 hours to upload the first video, explaining the multiple day gap between day 1 and day 2. Now that expectations have been set very, very low, I hope. Here's day 2. It's 7:20 in the morning. I don't know what that conversion is.
1 a.m.
It's 1:20 in the morning. I wouldn't say we have jet lag. I would say somehow we avoided that. But my lord, is it early.
How's it look? What did we get? Two baguettes, 2 chocolate croissants, and 2 regular croissants.
The bread is not warm, but I guess that's a cultural thing.
And we're off to Disney. It's like 8 a.m.
It's 9 a.m.
It's 9 a.m.
To get there, our best option was public transportation. And by best, I mean our only option was public transportation. Unless you were in a car. We didn't rent, no car was rented.
Ready for Disney?
Disneyland Paris is broken up into 2 parks. Well, more like a park and then a parklet, maybe a park light. It's about a fifth of the size of any other normal Disney park. Based on how I only have 3 clips from that morning, we weren't there too long before we headed over to the other bigger, much more similar to other Disney parks park. After riding and eating, not in that order, Captain Jack Sparrow, no, I will not elaborate. It was here where I found myself in a very unfamiliar and new situation. We've been at the Disney park all day, and now I'm by myself. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. I'm by myself with a child. It's not even mine. Tomorrowland is all Jules Verne themed, which means old-timey, kind of steampunk almost, but they re-themed one of the rides Star Wars-y. Unfortunately, not only does the ride hurt like hell, it also is just a terrible retheming. It's so upsettingly bad. For the no one here interested in a review of the Disney parks, overall, it was quite an interesting place to go and compare to other parks if you're a big enough dork. And it was really well done, since it's a bit more modern than the 2 parks in the United States. We even went back to the Park Light and did the Nemo and Cars ride. I'm obviously having so much fun here. There isn't anything here because after the parks closed, Claire and I may or may not have fallen asleep sitting on the couches in the hotel lobby. Yeah, that hotel, right there. After allegedly napping, we went to the shopping area and checked out the Lego store that we didn't even know was there. It is a Lego store. We got back pretty late, and not having dinner, we went to the nearest restaurant that was still open at 12:30, which was a lot of restaurant. Those people do not sleep there at all. They just stay up. I do not know when they go to work. That was the second meal we had with French fries. I didn't realize that their main vegetable of choice and main side of choice in France, they're fries. There are a lot of frites. Lots of frites. That's the end of it. I told you the footage wasn't great, and day 3 probably won't be much better. But day 4, maybe.